What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Nick, and this is Dom on Demand. Dom on Demand, doesn't matter which way you spin it. I want to try to make this kind of quick as possible, because this is really like, it's not that hard to figure out. Everything is like, if you ain't cracked the code to this a long time ago, then something is terribly wrong. First and foremost, I would like to point out that we are about to talk about the Donald Trump
about Jeffrey
Epstein file case and the cover up and all that stuff. Donald Trump already told us, and I'm gonna play a couple clips, right? I'm gonna play a couple clips because I think that they can explain it better than I can. This stuff was created the moment Epstein was found unalived, right? Because that's what it was supposed to be. He just unalived himself by hanging, whatever, right? But it was MAGA and the Republicans who pushed the conspiracy theory that no, he was unalived by somebody. You own something. They pushed this for a long time. Then you get Donald Trump, who ends up getting into office, right? And he says this. I'm gonna pull it up. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it, but I'm gonna show this piece by piece, okay? Actually, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it so we know it's real, okay?
If you were president, would you declassify, you can answer yes or no to these. Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there, because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would, or at least
Do you think that would restore trust? Help restore trust?
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others.
Now, unless we are all stupid, because listen, I understand, MAGA people, that y'all worship the ground this man walks on. At least majority of y'all do. I mean, I think there's a difference between Republicans and them, right? Because the moment that you speak up or you criticize something, you get a bullet thrown at you. It's just craziness, right? We just heard this man just say 9/11, JFK, Martin Luther King. Sure. Martin Luther King and JFK. I saw the video of that. I don't care about that. The sex trafficking stuff is what we care about. And if you are a part of that as a president, you sick fuck, then you need to go. I don't care who it is. If it's Hillary Clinton, because they are like a lot of people playing with that conspiracy that it's Hillary who was behind the one that did it. If she did it, get her out of here. Go to jail. If it was Bill Clinton, get him out of here. Go to jail. If it's anybody, I don't care. They want to investigate James Comey and whoever it was. Get them out of here. I don't care if they're red, blue, green, orange, you know what I'm saying, tan. It don't matter. Like, get them out of here. There's a cover up that has been happening. Here is the problem. When you have a lady like this by the name of General Pam Bondi, and she tells this, and I know my editor do a good job editing, you know, the parts that I'm trying to get to and all this stuff, so I ain't worried about it. Shout out to my editor. But check this out.
Last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk is, when can we see them and what's taking so long to release them?
I do. Jesse, there are
Let's go to where she said that.
I think Donald Trump has talked about the DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
That
Okay, now you go to this, right? Because they asked her the question again about it. Because again, they prolonged it. It was they were literally milking it, the shit out of everybody, to the point where we was like, okay, what's really happening here? Because we're on X and we are waiting, Twitter. I still call it Twitter. We're on Twitter and we waiting for her to release it because they said they was gonna release it the next day. You should have it by tomorrow. And here we are at tomorrow here.
well.
Here we go.
And
you know it's fucked up when
every
you get Fox News impatient, okay?
day to save lives domestically and internationally.
One of the things a lot of people are wondering, because you said last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk, is when can we see them and what's taking so long to release them?
I do. Jesse, there are well over, this will make you sick, 200 victims. 200. So we have, well over 250 actually. So we have to make sure that their identity is protected and their personal information. But other than that, I think tomorrow, the personal information of victims. Other than that, I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office.
What kind? Are we going to see who was on the flights? Are we going to see any evidence from what he recorded? Because he had all of his homes wired with recording devices.
What you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information, but it's pretty sick what that man did.
Okay, well,
along with his co-defendant.
Absolutely, and he had help. That's for sure.
He sure did.
We're here.
Co-defendants. So we hear her say that, right? The next day comes, we get nothing. We get the same shit that we already knew. But then we get the footage now, right? We get the actual footage of it that's released. And now there's a minute that's edited out. Now, what she said was this. Again, I'm trying to do less talking and let them do it because you're not about to try to get me. Listen to this idiot. Look, they asked a simple question.
Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former Labor Secretary, who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape?
Yeah, sure.
Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? You're asking...
Yes, Orange Man, we are still talking about that. Are you stupid? I just showed all the videos of him saying that he would do it. But he think that we don't care. Why would we not care as much about that? Y'all are the ones that brought the conspiracy theory up. Now that it's starting to look factual more than a conspiracy, now all of a sudden we hear this.
Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things.
Sure.
And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy.
Shut your dumb
what
ass
happened
up.
in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure.
yes.
First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said, I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day.
Couldn't tell us that, couldn't show us that. They literally released something that just literally said, pretty much he unalived himself. He wasn't unalived by somebody. The people who have been pushing the narrative for so long that something crooked has happened, this and this, and now we get the footage, the actual footage of the minute that was missing from the video, which happens to line up almost damn near right when he almost when they found him. But her words was, this happens every night in the jail system. There's always that minute missing. Okay, if that's the case, you should be able to pull one up that was yesterday or the day before that or the day before that, and there should be a minute missing. It shouldn't take you 600 years, right? Come on, lady. Keep talking.
To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. and the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be hard. You should be able to get that tomorrow. He is the president he's the president. He's the president. This ain't hard math, bro. This is not hard math. If this happens all the time, like you said, in your old prisons, then you should be able to pull up the tape. Give me a random one so I can see a minute missing. It shouldn't take y'all this long. And what made it worse is you gave people binders. Faye, why are we? So if you know this information is not real, why would you give this to them? If you didn't look in it, or you looked in it and you seen that there was nothing there.
It's not clear what's inside the binders and whether they'll be released to other media outlets. President Trump signed an executive order ordering that the files be released, but Attorney General Pam Bondi says the FBI hasn't turned over everything, and she's expecting more files tomorrow. Epstein was known for socializing with billionaires, celebrities, and royalty. He was awaiting trial on federal charges when he was found dead in his cell in 2019.
Now we got this administration who promised America and your own people that, yeah, when I get in here, because we are the party of transparency, instead y'all are really like being super secretive, and y'all are being super shady and super sneaky behind the scenes. I said it once and I'll say it again. The reason, and this is my opinion, the reason that they are not, and they could not release the files, is because you can't when your president is on it. When our president is on that list, and they have to do everything in their power to figure out how to somehow get him out of that situation, whether that's to throw us off with some other bullshit that happened, throw us off with, but this is the problem though. See, you done let Elon, and this is what happens when you hire people who ain't experienced at nothing. He helped you out, so you say, hey, you can have this position, and now you got somebody out there like a wild animal saying this person is on the Epstein list and this person on the Epstein list. And guess what? If they are Elon, that means you had to see it at some point. Every last one of y'all is fucking crooked. And I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about everybody that is behind the scenes in the goddamn Republicans, the goddamn Democrats, like I said, Hillary Clinton is Democrat. They saying get her the fuck out of here. I don't like her. Get her out of here too. But right now, Trump, you are the one that got the videos everywhere. We can see those. You're the one on the flight logs everywhere. You're the one we can see talking to this dude. You talking to him, he looks so uncomfortable. How the hell you make Epstein look uncomfortable? I believe you are worse than he is. That's all I gotta say. I'm cutting this very, very short. If you don't understand what's going on, MAGA, you bought this on yourself. Now y'all foot is in your mouth now. So now you gotta figure out the goddamn how to get out of the situation. And now you can't even come up. You can't even defend it. You can't even defend it. And then we got our president saying, why are we still talking about Epstein? Like, are you stupid? This is sex trafficking minors. If you had anything to do with it, you gotta go to fucking jail, dude. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. That's all I gotta say.